Right, we've just woken up on day 3. Erin Dawes is getting the cereal. What we got, Erin Dawes?
Triple chocolate crisp, Mr. Unhealthy.
Triple chocolate crisp. And looking out there, the lights flickering and that's the view out of the back of our windows of the van. But we are off to LUNGA Estate in EASEDALE today via Ballock, or Bollock as she calls it.
Here we are coming up to the Scottish sign.
We always have to do this when we cross over into Scotland. We get a video of the sign. Here we are again, finding ourselves now going over what many know as the Erskine Bridge. We call it the Erskine Bridge.
We're not quite there yet.
Not quite there yet. For some reason I hate it. Right, well here we are on the Erskine Bridge. They're doing work on it as usual. Never been over this one. They're not doing some sort of work on it. Quite frankly, they want to do something on the surface of it. But I seem to have chosen a bumpy bit. Anyway, always
left to
notable point at the Erskine Bridge. We've rocked up here at the place we always stop at, becoming a creature of habit with the old rig at the Ballock Co-op. Very good co-op. Do some excellent rolls in here. We may go and avail ourselves of a bit of haggis and chips. Nice. There's a little bit near the end of all now of haggis and chips in this rather nice little old chip shop in Ballock.
Now on the West and Cyclical Road, there are always roadworks on the road. They have a lot of landslides. Just look at that down there.
up at our beautiful place we're staying, which is here on the LUNGA estate. There's a set there where we'll be having the ribs. Over here on this lovely, this massive balcony, we're in Pier Master's cottage. It's absolutely gorgeous. We've stayed here before, but we've stayed in other cottages. You can camp here, stay in your motorhome, all sorts. Lovely. So there's the old rig parked there. I understood they've just finished putting the roof on this. And if we give you a quick tour inside before we mess it up with all our stuff. So this is what we've got. We've got a lovely kitchen diner area, which is her indoors, getting in the way as usual. Fully equipped. Lovely double fridge. No beer isn't, unfortunately. What dishwasher, washing machine, gas hob, microwave. Those cupboard oven. These cupboards I'm sure you will be stacked. Lovely sized telly. Little gas fire. Through here we've got sort of a disabled styly shower room with twin access. This is a hallway, boiler in there, wrap round balcony, one bedroom, and then the master bedroom, all rather lovely, ample storage. Really pleased, and me and Chris are going out in the boat shortly. Right, we're out on a grey old evening. That's about 6:30 or 18:30, heading in the direction of EASEDALE. And compared to the Lake District, that's bloody cold. Yeah, now you've seen lost us. I used to have a lot of that. Could be described as a bit grey.
There's a bit of blue up here.
Yeah. Go out a bit further. Right. Well, no, you're right actually. Out there ready for the event, I reckon. What's this called? Luing. The old overfalls are knocking us about, but Chris has got these new nice seats, shock absorbers.
I'm going to turn around.
Alright.